What's up, you all? Welcome to a new live stream titled Blockchain Talks or Blockchain Talk with your host, me, Dimi H from Gracious Interests. New live stream. I've got to be honest, haven't really thought about a theme for this new live stream. However, it will mostly coincide with inviting guests over, so it's more of a personal blog, personal live stream, where I talk a little bit about the ongoings in the market, give my unsalted opinion about what's going down, what's going up, um, just browsing through variety of news articles. On demand, I can do also some live technical reviews of a variety of cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects. However, for that, I have my other live stream series titled the Crypto Bull. Therein, I do a fully fledged technical analysis of a variety of projects, mainly of my own choosing, or in other case, something that the viewers tell me, yeah, I want to see it. So yeah, here we go. So I'm going to start sharing my screen here. I'm going to take a look at the current market. So I've got it open already. As you can see here, Bitcoin, it's still in Dutch. I'm going to put it in English. So yeah, average sentiment, I'm going to the overall website here, get a clear overview. So market is still quite bleeding red here, considering the last 7 days. It has been an intensive week. Well, there has been much talk about it, even in my latest episodes of Blockchain Bros from Sunday with Abu American and in my Dutch live stream with Crypto Belgium. I talked about the reasons behind the bleeding red, and well, to rehash them, all having to do with FUD, so fear, uncertainty, and doubt ruling the market currently, mostly being triggered by tweets being sent out by Elon Musk. So yeah, that's basically what occurred. Cascaded. China came in. Old news articles of FUDs came popping up, like a crypto ban on mining, on trading. Then it was retaken that only professional traders might do so, and then it was retaken that it's outright banned. Well, old news in reality simply being rehashed, creating a cycle of FUD, and well, gave rise to the entire market, as you can see here, experiencing the same amount of dips. So what I would like to point out here, all graphs are quite alike. Perhaps some are steeper, perhaps some are lower. As you can tell, concerns the symbolism, likelihood of the graphs. Bitcoin still is the dominant player here. So even if Cardano, Ethereum were doing quite well before the crash, well, they followed suit with Bitcoin. So in order to know what the market's doing, it's always better to look at what Bitcoin is doing. As you can tell, we crashed down quite badly when looking at weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly data. So we're still quite a lot down, but in the last 24 hours, we have been up for 4.2%. Considering what happened in the last year, we're still up with 334%. So someone who invested last year at this time and date, well, his earnings have shot up and almost tripled. So in itself, not all too bad. Now, I'm more interested in this here, the value in the last 24 hours. As you can tell, it seems we are back going up once again, which is a good sign. It implies the market is actually repairing itself. If you look at the last 7 days, you can more clearly see that it crashed quite badly down here. Trend continued during the weekend. Not all too surprised about that one, but starting late Sunday, as I predicted, lowest dip. I did so in a variety of my tweets. I never said an hour because, well, I'm really not that good at predicting exact moments, etc. But I can give the general gist of what occurs. So you can see here, Sunday, quite late in the evening for European watchers. I have to point that out, was a dip. Since then, market has been recovering. Considering this is Bitcoin, this is what is occurring throughout the rest of the market. Now, what can I tell when looking at this graph? I'm not going to zoom out towards the 14 days or 30 days. What I expect is either we're going to continue sideways and remain for some time around this level of 37,000 US dollars with some volatility, or if we're lucky, we might see an uptick once again, so that we might be reaching and be circulating around the 40K cap. I sincerely hope we will remain at a 40K cap and that is the new resistance level. So yeah, the same thing can be applied towards other cryptocurrencies. Naturally, what I do want to share, I'm going to show you the graphs of Ethereum, because Ethereum only recently made very, very good gains at about the 4K all-time high all-time high that it reached. I'm going to zoom out, because it was actually doing extremely well. It was in the last 19 days, I'm going to say. Up. It was doing extremely well here, as you can see, new all-time high at about 4,300 US dollars on Wednesday 12, before it came crashing down. Now we're back in recovery. Same thing applies here. Like Bitcoin, as you can see, back in recovery, stabilizing. Might be going sideways for the time being or for the rest of the week. However, what I dare say is that Ethereum might recover much quicker than Bitcoin and that we might be seeing new all-time highs. Reason thereof is in June, the launch of the EIP 1559 update, whereby transaction fees are going to be burned. It's a major league update to major league update for transitioning towards the Ethereum 2.0. But at the same time, it solves some of the issues currently occurring on Ethereum. With Ethereum, this can go sideways. I'm convinced, it will go sideways for the time being, for the next couple of days perhaps, but that we might see a sudden increase in value. By reason, once the EIP 1559 is being implemented, there's going to be a lot of scarcity of Ethereum. By reason of the transactions, the transaction fees are going to be burned, a certain percentage of it, which creates a certain scarcity of the Ethereum coins, making them rarer. I'm not going to say less traded, but a smaller circulating supply, which might actually push up the value of Ethereum. That's one scenario. Secondly, and that's probably the reason, and I'm going to show it once again here, last 30 days, why we had such a sudden increase. I mentioned it in Blockchain Bros, but I'm going to repeat it here. The sudden increase in Ethereum probably had also to do with the transaction fees themselves. The Ethereum was in an uptick. It was going for, reaching up to new all-time highs. People massively bought in, but they forgot there were high transaction fees involved. So people massively bought in on a variety of exchanges, but quickly learned they couldn't immediately move their funds without having to pay, a tremendous amount in transaction fees. I've heard people for a $5 transaction had to pay 30 or 40 US dollars. It's illogical. So most people will say, yeah, okay, I'm simply going to keep it in my wallet. And that's what occurred, quite frankly, here. What gave rise to its new all-time high? It was it was scarcity being created by a smaller circulating supply of Ethereum, by reasons that transaction fees were too high and that they remained stuck on the exchanges or in private wallets. People couldn't move them. And so, yeah, what occurred afterwards with the FUD is people started selling tremendously through the exchanges. And naturally, Ethereum has multiple projects because Ethereum is a platform upon which you can build decentralized applications. Well, due to the FUD surrounding Bitcoin and Elon Musk tweets and China proposing an entire all-out ban, well, this reflected on the entire market, especially on Ethereum, who came down crashing quite badly as a result. Because unlike what most people think, Ethereum and Bitcoin are still related to each other. A lot of applications rely on the value of Bitcoin to remain more or less stable or ever growing. If Bitcoin starts to fail, those cryptocurrencies will also start to fall. And this gave rise to, well, the almost 60% approximately decrease in value for Ethereum. So don't forget, we're here at about 1,800 in value. This Sunday, we came from an all-time high of about 4,200. So it's slightly more than half in value being cut. So for an established token, so yeah, guys, here I'm once again. Sorry for the inconvenience here. Suddenly the laptop decided to freeze up entirely. So I'm going to start resharing my screen here. Just one moment. Yeah, screen, yes, yes. There we go. So where was I? Like I said, I'm going to zoom out once again. 14 days. So Like I was telling here, Ethereum crashed badly. Going to do a quick rehash here. Almost 50%, not as bad as Bitcoin. The reason it crashed that badly has to do with a multitude of coins and projects being built on the Ethereum blockchain, which are reliant on the, well, Bitcoin value. As you can see here, we're back in an uptick, slightly steeper, I have the impression, than Bitcoin, going down once again, but Bitcoin is making the same movement. So it implies there's still a great amount of dominance going on. However, I haven't checked up. I'm going to switch towards another coin, another one stuck in my portfolio, which I'm a great fan of, which is Chainlink. And as expected, it follows the market trend. However, the crashing it did, yeah, okay, it was quite badly. Lost 14 days, 47%. But unlike others, it doesn't seem to have been impacted that much, despite, yeah, no, following market trends. Why do I say so? Well, as you can see here, Chainlink was actually moving very nicely in an entire uptick, and everything came suddenly crashing down here. So I hope within the next coming days we will see a V-shape. So what I can tell, its current price, because it was at about 40, well, almost 50 US dollars, now has been reduced to 24, so half of it, I dare say is a good time to start investing in Chainlink. By reason, Chainlink, and this is a coin I covered in my Crypto Bull series, stands in for smart contracts. So it makes the relationship between smart contracts and a variety of cryptocurrency projects. So as soon as things that make use of smart contracts start gaining traction, start gaining, well, mass adoption, Chainlink will rise as a result also, as you can quite clearly see here. So the V-shape we're in is actually a very good opportunity to buy in. By reason, well, things like DeFi haven't stopped yet. A lot of trading will continue going on. So you might expect from this point here, Chainlink will rise up once again to quite some high levels. So it is actually a very good opportunity to start buying in. Let's stop sharing my screen here. Like this. So what else can we tell about the current market? Well, as I said, this is going to be a very short talk. Predicting at this point in time, we are nearing the end of the March of May. We're going to go sideways. Since it's the last month, I expect a possible dip. Once again, by reason, a lot of trades tend to be closed off at the end of the last Friday of each month. So this can go two ways. Either we continue going sideways by reason that all trades have been triggered, well, in the major dip from last week, or those new trades in an attempt to short the market have been reestablished, and we might see a closing this Friday. So once again, a little dip in the market, continuing to bleed red before possibly going up once again. There are a variety of predictions still going on about Bitcoin. People saying like JP Morgan, yeah, we shall still see Bitcoin hitting the six numbers, so 100,000 US dollars in value. Do I believe it? I dare say there's a fair chance of it occurring. The current bull run is slightly different from the 2017 one. Well, slightly different. It's different by reason this time there's some good mainstream adoption and institutional investors. This implies that, well, we're going upward, and I suspect also there will be a downtrend, but I suspect the peak itself hasn't really been reached yet. There are a variety of factors implicating this. In order to be safe, I dare say 6 numbers by the end of this year, maybe. I dare not say so. Will it reach eventually the 6-figure number? Yes, of that I'm convinced. Is it this year? Not entirely sure. Perhaps next year, or in the future wise, somewhere within a few years' time. So yeah, this was the first Blockchain Talk episode. I had to improvise here. Sorry about the delay. That's suddenly the computer crashing down. Don't know why. Probably overheated a little bit. But any case, see you until next episode. Tomorrow will be the crypto bull. I'm going to analyze Internet Computer. It's a coin which has recently been listed on Coinbase, from what I know. But the project itself seems to be in existence since several years. So I'm actually quite curious what it is all about and what we may find there. So until next time, and hopefully with a better topic and some more newsworthy details I can share. Hope you like this live stream, and